Good morning, my people. So yesterday, wow, we answered the question, am I willing? Am I willing to stop living the life that I have to create the life that I want? That's a big question. So, and it's one of 7 assertions. We're still in Unf Yourself with Gary John Bishop. So many great nuggets in this book, seriously. And it's a quick read. Which I always, like I said, I love a quick read. But you need to take the time to answer the questions and do the work in the book too. Don't just read it. Really, really answer those questions and dig in. Because it's really powerful. So each of these, even though we've answered one, each of the 7 assertions play into the same theme. That if you want your life to be different, you have to make it happen. It's up to us. Nobody else can do it for us. We have to go out and do. This is action, people. We got to get out of our heads. Time to get out of the thoughts. Time to get into creating the action that it's going to take. And the great thing is, by creating action in our external worlds, the internal world up here improves. You feel more confident. You have more trust in yourself. It's all about the action. The only difference between the person living the life you want and you is that they're actually doing it. And they do it in spite of feeling ready, in spite of their fear and their anxiety. They get up every morning and they do it. And guess what? You can too. I can too. That's the great thing about this. So how do we get free to live how we want? How do we stop thinking and get up off the couch? He says there's 2 simple things that you do. Stop doing what you're currently doing and start taking the actions needed to propel yourself forward. So stop and start. And when we stop old habits and replace them with a new action, that creates less space for that old habit. So sooner rather than later, as we're creating these new actions, we no longer have space or energy for the old things that brought us down. And we've touched on this before about creating positive momentum for change in our lives and freeing up power, freeing up strength. This is so tied into this. And there is a level of uncertainty. We are in unforeign ground. We've got to be willing to embrace uncertainty, to take action. So what is uncertainty? Well, Gary John Bishop says uncertainty is where new happens. So what does that mean? I want you to think about uncertainty this way. In the not so long ago past, humans needed safety and security and certainty. One false move, you could get eaten by a lion. I mean, for real. Taking risks was deadly to humans. So we are internally programmed not to take risks. But our current reality, the chances of any of us on here getting eaten by a lion, y'all, are slim to none. So I like to think about it this way. The very instincts that used to keep us alive are now keeping us from living the life that we want. Wow. So when you stick with what you're comfortable and certain with, you never make room for new exciting things. You're essentially living in past all the time. And we want to live in this present moment, taking action in this present moment. You can't go new places by just thinking about it. You can't sit on the couch thinking about all the places you want to go. Successful people don't succeed because they are certain they will succeed. They do it anyways. And when you really think about it, life is so uncertain. We all know that. The only guarantee we have in life is that it is uncertain. Certainty, safety is almost a false feeling because it can all change tomorrow. Think about it. Science is constantly proving that what we once believed is now wrong. So everything you believe or think about your current situation can be radically changed. So why are we afraid of uncertainty? Well, I personally like to be told what time to be somewhere, what to expect, and what to wear, most importantly. I loathe the unknown. I have a terrible fear of uncertainty. Like, I feel it in my bones when I'm going into those situations. I get tons of mind chatter. But why are we so afraid of it? Gary John Bishop says it's because we don't like being judged by other people. I kind of agree with him on that. I always worry about what other people think and say. And I'm working on not doing that. But we're afraid of looking foolish or being thought stupid or failing so the whole world can see. But if you want to do something great in your own life, you have to be willing to be judged by other people. And we can't control their thoughts and we can't control their actions. We can only control our own. And he makes the example, and I like this. He says, living your life with certainty is like living with one foot nailed to the floor. Can't go anywhere. So the assertion, I embrace uncertainty, really is about embracing opportunity and progress. So I want you to think about what are things that make you uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. Make a list. Then go out and do them. Pick one, do it. You'll no longer be hiding from life. Embracing uncertainty is saying, I can focus on what I can control and let go from worrying about the things I can't. And you are not defined by your thoughts or your fears or anything that's going on in your head. We are defined by our actions, but we allow thoughts like doubt, fear, frustration, and procrastination to rule our day. And those thoughts are not always aligned with what is best for us. Your brain is not always thinking about what's best for you. We've got to change our life by doing. We want to rule our day with positive action that's propelling us forward in our lives. So when we're focused on action, your thoughts will catch up with you. And we've talked about this before. Eventually, you're going to feel more confident and you're going to trust yourself more. And those things that made you feel uncertain won't be that way anymore. But we still have to keep searching out, getting out of our comfort zone. We've also talked about how our thoughts become a reality. However, it's our actions that make that reality turn into a life. So challenge your thoughts with actions and expose yourself to situations that you resist. Embrace uncertainty. You can sit on the couch thinking about going somewhere with your life, or you can grab the keys, put them in the ignition, turn it on, press the pedal to the floor, and go. Let's give it some gas. And I love this because when you are too busy acting, your brain doesn't have enough time for all those negative self-talk that goes on. You're not your thoughts. You are a compilation of all your actions. Your thoughts are just a bunch of crap running through your head, most of which we have no control over. And in my opinion, sitting on the couch with the most positive mindset in the world is not going to get us to the life that we want. We must do. So today, remind yourself, I am not my thoughts, and embrace uncertainty. Do something today that makes you feel uncomfortable. Get out of your head and start acting. Take one step towards achieving the life that you want. And let me know how it goes. Let's get out there and do today. Get out of our heads, get off our couches, and make it happen. Because that's what successful people do. Have an awesome Wednesday.